I'm sorry. Please let me through. Hey, let's go.
You're really famous.
I hope we don't get separated.
Yuna!
Foreshadowing.
Hmm? What was that?
In Xanarkin, we do this to cheer on Blitz players. You try it too. Put your fingers in your mouth like this.
Like... this?
Not like that. This. Then you just blow.
It's not working.
Practice.
Okay.
Hey, use that if we get separated. Then I'll come running, okay? Well, guess we should just stick together then, till you can do it.
Yes, sir.
Whoa! This is a pretty big town.
Luca is the second largest city in Spira.
I thought every town was little. You know, like Besaid and Kilika.
Those are islands, not
Towns don't usually get bigger than that. Because when a lot of people start to gather...
a town and a city.
Sin?
Okay. Or a town and a island.
What about Luca? It's safe here?
It's not any different, but the stadium is here. The Crusaders fight to protect it with all their strength.
They protect the stadium?
Blitzball is really the only entertainment that we have. Spira's a little short on fun these days.
Whoa. Talk about pressure.
That's right. Is Xanarkand like this too?
Well, there are more buildings, all tall ones, and cramped together.
Oh. They must be so tall. Don't you ever get dizzy? Let's go find Sir Orin.
So I'm gonna check another spot. I don't actually believe that this it's a spot where Albert Primer will be. I don't believe it actually shows up yet, but I'm gonna check it real quick just in case it does. I'd hate to have to come back later. There's also something else here I can show you. Doesn't really excite me too much, but maybe there's definitely some people that would like this. Okay, yeah, the Albert Primer is there. So 7 is K equals G. I thought it spawns later in the game, but there's actually a sphere theater here, which basically allows you to buy different spheres, music and movie spheres. It's almost kind of like having the soundtrack or extra cutscenes added into the game for you to buy with the in-game stuff and kind of play around with, or just listen to the music or watch the videos. It's kind of cool. It's not really my thing, so I don't really spend a lot of money or time doing it. But it's definitely there's some people out there that would like listening to the music to the soundtrack and all the other kinds of music they add and everything like that. So if you're into that type of thing, definitely check it out there. Actually, basically, you can go to this bar up here. because everyone knows that Aaron would be hanging out in the bar. Sounds like the place he'd be.
Oren's not here.
Why not talk, Kimari? Not see Yenke for 10 years. Say something. Kimari forget Yenke? Forget Biran?
Leave Kimari, Yankee. Kimari is small, Ranso. Kimari so small, can't see Yankee and Biran's faces.
Kimari forget Ronso friends? We taught you much at time of Hornmund. Biran taught Kimari to be strong, Ronso.
Maybe taught too much.
Take him on.
I'm not talking because you guys are dicks. Kiss her.
Oh!
The other guy doesn't
Get
even react.
outside. The tournament's starting. You hear?
The game.
He actually waits until
Today,
tomorrow
on
he
this
turns around.
glorious day,
What a little
players
bitch.
from all over Spira have assembled here to participate in this great contest of bravery, skill, and strength. All of these fine teams, equally renowned, deserve to win the cup today. Such is the nature of this contest. Let us, the spectators, play our role accordingly. Let us sing to the glory of the winners and applaud equally the valor of the defeated. Contestants, may heaven be with you.
So Blitzball is effectively basically like water polo, but where you're completely submerged in water. So I think it'd actually be a really cool game in real life if it wasn't for the whole drowning aspect of it. So to kind of keep you in bounds, you're only able to kind of go in a semi, like 2.5 dimensions of it. You can't go up or down, but you can go any other direction. It actually would have been cool if they kind of upped it a little bit, where you could go the whole route of it, and up the AI who plays the Blitzball to kind of make it a little more challenging. Because ultimately, after you get a little bit into playing Blitzball, and you level up your Blitzball players a little bit,
Kamari,
it becomes
Yuna's gone.
incredibly easy, especially with Titus, who just kind of overpowers all other players for the most part. And it can get incredibly just kind of tediously easy.
Where in Spira have you been?
Huh?
Yuna's been kidnapped by the Al Bhed Sykes. In exchange for her safe return, they want the Aurochs to lose.
What?
If they're only Blitzball players, I doubt they'd do anything drastic. But we shouldn't take chances. Let's go get her.
I'm
Who
going to.
blackmails a team that loses every match?
This will be no problem.
Like, why would you think
They're
you
telling
need-
the Aurochs to throw
need
the
to
game,
blackmail them
as
at
if
all?
they needed to. I mean, how good a team can they be?
Waka said the same thing. He'll take care of the game. We should go get Yuna. The Al Bhed boat is in Dock 4. Let's go.
So this is where it gets a little more actiony. And we'll actually save it here as soon as I find the closest save point. Which is right here. save it real quick because there's actually fighting in a boss battle here quickly. So since Yuna's been kidnapped and Wakka is playing Blitzball, the team it actually makes you have is Lulu, Titus, and Kimahri. Go grab a couple chests over here. 600 gil, which is pretty nice. Cool water spear for Kimahri. So this is Water Strike instead of having Sensor, which is fine with me. At the moment, it's not gonna be. It's gonna be a little helpful. Not incredibly helpful. I think Wakka actually finally has items. Yeah. So now I can actually buy in weapons and items from Wakka. Like I said, I believe he actually sells them for a cheaper price if you donate to him. Lightning Strike's definitely gonna be a little bit more effective than the Water Strike. I think the enemies that I'm about to fight are both water and electric weakness, but I'd rather have the electric because I know that for sure.
The people here so into the gotta.
I didn't mean to go onto weapons again, and I did again.
Welcome.
I have a tendency to mash X a little bit faster, and just kind of skip over dialogue and stuff. So I apologize for that ahead of time. Gonna stock on this. I don't really need any of them, but they'll come in handy later. I only buy like 10, even though they're really cheap, and you can just kind of max stock up. You get them a lot later, and also you have an abundance of gil later, so I'll max out most of the items you can buy later on in the game. Whether or not it's necessary or not, I still max it out because it's a little bit more helpful. It's also useful because you can use items like the eyebrows for the antidotes to get like poison touch or dark touch on your weapons. So maxing out allows you to have the ability to add more of those effects to your weapons and stuff. But you can get like poison proof, which means you can't get poisoned as well to your armor. If you haven't really noticed, your weapons gain things that do attack, like you do effects to your enemies, where armor is mainly for hit points, defense, and protecting against things. I think it'd be cool if you could add like hit points to a sword or something like that, but unfortunately it limits it to basically just damage effects. So about the lightning sphere, it's actually going to help a lot here. If you didn't, you're basically having to use Lulu to do 2 attacks, which isn't a big deal other than it gives the enemy another turn to deal damage and stuff. So I guess it's just a little bit, saves a little bit of time, as well as makes you play a little bit safer. This one's a little bit more of an involved battle as you kill them. A couple more spawn. Not sure that I just will actually kill this one. Yeah, I didn't think we would. Or I didn't do quite as much damage. I think